My gym called me. They told me that my membership was terminated.
This is not a drill. My main account just got hacked. I fell for a phishing scam in my email. It's just... I'm gonna stop this video before I crash out again. My account will be mine again.
It's kind of concerning that this expired 1.5 years ago, but YOLO. The new Discord is now live.
What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Channing, and today we're going to be talking about TikTok's greasiest predator, also known as Nova Online. But before Nova was caught flirting with minors, wearing diapers, and even getting excommunicated from his church, Nova seemed like a pretty normal guy. But as we dive into Nova's story, you'll end up realizing that Nova being quote-unquote normal is far from the truth. You see, Nova's online career started sometime back in 2016, where he would post different videos to his YouTube channel that he named Magic Wizard 2. Now, one of my favorite videos from Nova during this time is where he's seen inside of a car talking about Pokemon Go.
My name is Xana, and today I'm going to be sharing some of my dad's Pokemon. Yes, he plays Pokemon Go too, just as well as me. Oh, I'll get right back with you. Peace.
Now, after posting hundreds of YouTube videos, eventually Nova brought his content to TikTok, where he would make heaps of videos as well. And as Nova continued to post, he slowly began to gain traction on TikTok. But not because Nova is a public figure, more so because 99% of Nova's content was deemed cringeworthy, leaving the viewer half addicted to watching Nova's videos and half confused on who Nova Online really is. But despite what people thought about Nova and his content, he continued to post loads and loads of videos, even managing to go viral for his first time after recording a Wingstop food review.
First up, let's try the classic Dr. Pepper. Always slaps, 10 out of 10. Parmesan seasoned fries. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, after going viral, this would ultimately open the door for a lot of trolls and people that wanted to mess with Nova. And at first, Nova didn't really realize the majority of people seeing his face for the first time on TikTok were not laughing with him, but at him instead. And it didn't take long for the trolls to realize how easy it was to mess with Nova as well. But even though Nova was experiencing his first bit of internet fame, this would all soon come crashing down when Nova was exposed for some really odd behavior off camera. You see, in the midst of Nova's rise to stardom on TikTok, he was caught spending a lot of time in age regression Reddit threads. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with what age regression is, it's basically when an adult, or anyone of that matter, enjoys acting younger than they actually are. As you can see here, Nova was seen on Reddit with his stuffed animal named Moonshine, wishing everybody sweet dreams, all while sucking on a pacifier. And Nova wouldn't just make posts like this once or twice, he posted in this Reddit thread various times, even asking other people in the age regression community if anyone else wears diapers, as you can see here. Nova was also exposed around the same time for hosting a Discord server where he would openly chat with minors about grotesque topics like age regression and even flirting with minors on video calls.
Twinkle will die, how I wonder why you are up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle will die, how I wonder what you are.
You did so great.
And just as if things couldn't get worse, Nova was also exposed sending minors pictures of himself in a diaper, which I obviously will not show here. And he even got screenshotted in Discord saying, quote, "They need proof of me fucking a child for me to get arrested," which just goes to show how disgusting Nova is. Now, at this point in Nova's story, it's important to mention that every time his name is brought into controversy, he does a decently good job at covering his tracks, unlike many other lolcows who shamelessly post their weird content on their main pages. You see, Nova's infatuation with acting like a baby and talking to minors is something he doesn't want anyone to know, and he hides these underlying fantasies with his crappy content. In other words, Nova would hide the fact that he's a predator in the night by doing food reviews and a plethora of cringeworthy content by day. And at this point in time, Nova was also attending church, which is a location he would be seen at making different videos as well.
Amazing grace. This is unfailing love.
Now, it seems to me despite Nova being exposed for talking to minors and other weird online behavior, he tries to live his life as if he has nothing to hide. So similar to the video we just watched where Nova was at a church camp singing, he would also make various different videos in public showing where he worked and even showing different locations in his city as well. Now, eventually this allowed for a lot of the trolls to contact Nova's church, basically letting them know about Nova's not so far past. And as you can see here from a screenshot between a churchgoer and staff, Nova was not allowed to attend anymore, even saying they would take this information to the police. Now, I'm unsure as to what exactly came from this situation or if the police even had enough to prosecute Nova, but as far as we know, nothing really happened besides Nova being excommunicated from the church. And like I said previously, Nova would try his best to cover everything up, only showcasing bits and pieces of the story on his main page or just not mentioning anything at all. But why does Nova do this? Well, because Nova wants to be a viral sensation. Ever since his first viral videos, he's been addicted to the same attention. But what Nova doesn't understand is you can't just become an internet personality while also being a proven predator. It's like mixing oil and water. It just doesn't work, and for some reason Nova's behavior online only showcases how delusional he is as well. Now, after getting exposed and banned from church, Nova thought this would all blow over and he could just continue posting his usual sloppy content. And for a little bit, he did just that, even going on a gym arc with the intention to lose the Discord bot he's accumulated over the years. But just like all things in life, good things must come to an end. Well, almost. You see, according to Nova, he would end up getting his quote-unquote gym membership terminated, but what's interesting is Nova's story he would give us about this situation.
Hey all, it's Nova Cadre. So, I'm not as cheery as I usually am. I never in my life wanted to make this video, but unfortunately, the gym videos have been forced to a halt because unfortunately my gym called me and told me that my membership has been terminated. So now I have to look for a new gym inside of the area. I am not going to explain what happened, so just know that my gym called me. They told me that my membership was terminated and for the foreseeable future, I cannot go back.
Now, as you just heard, Nova said he didn't want to explain what happened at the gym. And in my opinion, one of two things happened. Either Nova got banned for hygiene issues, or someone found what gym he goes to and told the staff about him. Personally, I'm gonna choose the latter. Like, a business will not deny your business or essentially your money unless you are the problem. So we can only build educated guesses as to what really happened. But this was actually the least of Nova's worries because the worst was yet to come. You see, in the afternoon of April 17th, 2024, all hell would break loose because Nova's main TikTok account was hacked.
This is not a drill. This is not a fucking drill. This is not a fucking drill. My main account just got hacked. My main account just got hacked. I am really working really hard to get it back. I am so under so much fucking stress right now. My main account just got hacked. I fell for a phishing scam in my email. It's just... fuck!
Now, the video we just watched was one of Nova's biggest TikToks at this point in terms of views and engagement. And for whatever reason, people love watching Nova crash out. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm also one of those people. So when the general public found out about Nova, the notorious diaper-wearing man baby, and how he lost his main TikTok account, trolls would eat that up like scavengers. And I'm not exactly sure who hacked Nova or what the purpose was behind it, but we do know that whoever did this would ultimately start posting videos on Nova's account, making him crash out even more. Now, during this whole TikTok dilemma, it's important to mention that Nova would never gain access back to this account, and it's still floating in the TikTok abyss to this day. But Nova would continue to pursue his dreams in content creation, using his backup TikTok account, and despite the trolls even saying he was making a comeback on his TikTok story. He then followed this up with a video of him swinging on a punching bag. And I can't be the only one to notice how amazing Nova's form is. Not only is he tickling the punching bag with his feather-light punches, but his footwork is also immaculate. Now, in the midst of Nova's comeback, Nova was also experiencing spurts of sadness, showcasing his delusions about getting his main TikTok account back.
My account will be mine again. If it's not, even if it's tomorrow or in a few months, it'll be mine again. Anyways, trying the kind of new Cantina Chicken Power Bowl from Taco Bell.
But even though he was down in the dumps, this wouldn't stop Nova from becoming the best version of himself physically, because Nova was actually preparing for a fight. Now, I'm not sure how many of you have seen my first lolcow video on Mario Lord 14, but that's actually who Nova is taking shots at, as we just saw in the previous video. Eventually, Mario would see these posts, so Mario decided to respond.
The fucking power of the Shingon will fucking massacre Nova in 2 seconds. No difference. Same with Toxic Red. Toxic Red fucking fears looking at this. He looks at this and he wants this fucking build. This is the most mythical build you can get. And he doesn't even speak Spanish. I speak more Spanish than that pinche American. Like, just look at the power of the fucking build. The build is fucking scaring the hoes off. It's scaring goddamn everybody. You look at this build, you fucking cry because it's so powerful. Come on, I'm winning that battle 100%.
Now, after seeing Mario's response, I can't help but notice how so many of these lolcows not only have very similar mannerisms and human builds, but also very similar speech patterns. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who notices it. Now, obviously, these two gentlemen, Mario Lord 14 and Nova, are terminally online individuals. And even though the internet would have much rather watched these two fight over the Mike Tyson and Paul fight, it would never end up happening as long as the sun is shining. You see, these two predatory creatures of the earth are indeed glued to anything that has Wi-Fi, so there's no way they'd actually meet up in real life to dish out their differences, and eventually this whole entire beef would just blow over. Not long after that, Nova would regain focus on his TikTok content, showcasing his normal food reviews and social outings where he'd usually be seen at a semi-empty bar singing karaoke. Now, all of these facets of Nova's life are all interesting by themselves. You see, in Nova's food reviews, he's always eating some sort of takeout, even sometimes reviewing food that's days old, and there's probably hundreds of posts of Nova reviewing different foods from his small town and grocery stores. But one of my personal favorites is when Nova reviewed an expired soda, even shotgunning it for the boys.
This is an old drink that's not even being made anymore. It's kind of concerning that it's expired 1.5 years ago, but YOLO, let's do it. Make a hole. Pretty good sized hole. Diposia. Fuck. My stomach's not used to shotgunning drinks anymore. Damn.
Now, the other interesting part of Nova's content is his appearance at a local bar for karaoke, like I said earlier. Nova's usually always very loud and obnoxious, and he would be seen at the same karaoke bar over and over on a weekly basis, as you can see here. Now, as time went on, Nova would only make one more appearance at the local bar to sing his beloved karaoke. And why is that, you may ask? Well, Nova would take to his TikTok account with a story saying, quote, "There will be no more karaoke videos for the foreseeable future, as I am not allowed there anymore." Now, just to recap, so far Nova has been excommunicated from his church, his local gym, and now the karaoke bar. And similar to when he was banned from these previous locations in his city, Nova would let his fans know that it happened, but would never go into detail as to why he's banned in the first place. Obviously, getting banned from the karaoke bar left Nova pretty empty-handed once again, because he was banned from a place he regularly used to make content at, so now he had to come up with new ideas. And let's just say Nova was cooking, because he would ultimately start one of my personal favorite series that he's ever done, and that's the gas station shower series.
Oh. Awkward fail. Damn it. Okay, that start was pretty awkward, but I got in. So, I did see Shoko Show do this. So we're gonna test how good these showers actually are, because I want to prove to you guys that I do shower. So it looks like they do give you soap and fresh towels as well. Let's go ahead and test the water pressure. Okay, decent pressure on the water. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be right back. Oh my god. That felt so refreshing. I also like the fact that there's a fan here, so I can just dry off a lot faster, and it feels so amazing. Now, the $1 million question. Y'all are probably asking how much I paid for the shower. And the answer is $18. But the views this video will get and the views from all my other videos will more than make up for it. So now let me share my final thoughts. $18, I do think it is a bit steep, but hey, I do think that if you need a shower in a pinch, it's worth it. And plus, that shower is much better than the one I have at home, so.
Now, as you just heard, one of these gas station showers costs roughly $18, according to Nova, which is pretty steep, especially knowing Nova is only working entry-level jobs with a small side income from TikTok. So continuing this series would be a hassle for Nova. And speaking of jobs, this is a perfect time to mention that right around this time, Nova would also showcase a TikTok story saying he just lost his job. And this wouldn't be the first time this happened to Nova in 2024, and definitely wouldn't be the last, as you can see here. But as usual, Nova would create a narrative and stick with it, leaving viewers questioning why he was fired. Now, eventually, while Nova was out of a job, he started to become more self-aware as to understanding that he's indeed a lolcow, even making videos saying he wanted to start covering lolcows, similar to the videos you're watching right now and maybe some of the other ones you've seen on my channel and others alike.
Officially, Kiwi Core, where we delve deep into the inner core of lolcows and see how they originally became lolcows in the first place. Anyways, look out for the first episode of Kiwi Core coming out the 14th.
Now, obviously, this Kiwi Core concept wouldn't really go anywhere for Nova because trying to make videos covering lolcows while being one yourself is pretty counterintuitive. And it's not like Nova doesn't understand what being a lolcow is. He's actually very aware of it and even boasts about it. On one of his TikTok stories, he says, quote, "I don't give a f what you guys say. I'm probably one of the most likable lolcows out there. I have a job, friends, and some form of common sense." Now, the part that sticks out to me the most about this is the quote-unquote job part. You see, in 2024, Nova would be hired and then fired from over 5 jobs just in that year alone. So this gave Nova a lot of free time to make even more TikTok slop, and essentially mooching off of his mom's house. And eventually, things got so bad for Nova to where he had to start asking his TikTok viewers for a job.
This is only going to be an 18+ video for now because this doesn't really apply to people under 18. But hey guys, if you're in the Spokane Valley, the Coeur d'Alene Circle area, I am looking for a new job. My email's in my description. If you're a manager at any place, just hit up ea5080797@gmail.com. I'm desperately looking for a new job. Or if you work at a place you know is hiring in those cities, let me fucking know. I am desperate for a job right now.
Now, I'm sure after watching that, you could probably guess that asking your viewers for a job only adds more trolls to this dumpster fire of what we already know as the Novine universe. And during all of this jobless activity from Nova, his beloved Discord server would also get raided and deleted by trolls as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Discord is now live. It's in my solo. Go ahead and join it. Novine Universe, signing off.
You see, with Nova not having a job at this point, he has a lot of time on his hands, and he would eventually come up with a new series known as the House Cleaning Saga.
Noticing the problem is the first step.
I felt the need to include this portion of Nova's lore because it's so interesting how people like him can live in such filth. Now, at this point, Nova was still looking for a job, and he ended up becoming so desperate that he was falling for fake job opportunities that were made by trolls, which, in Nova's opinion, was his worst trolling experience up to this point.
Hey all, it's Nova Cadre. The last job offer I got was fucking fake. If you're a manager looking for an employee in the restaurant business with food handler certification, you know where to hit me up. I feel defeated and broken. It's the worst trolling experience I ever had.
Now, what's funny about Nova being trolled about a job is this wouldn't just happen one time. It would also happen again, as you guys are about to see in a few minutes. And even though the stress of not having a job was weighing on Nova's shoulders, he still continued his house cleaning series on TikTok, even making 7 to 8 different parts showcasing his work, which in my opinion is a rare Nova W. And even though most of this video is me exposing Nova and criticizing him, it does give me a warm feeling knowing that he has some potential room for improvement, but this quote quote-unquote improvement would only last so long because the TikTok ban was slowly creeping on the horizon, and that made Nova petrified because at this point TikTok was his only income. So in preparation for the TikTok ban, Nova would make one last video before the US government decided to ban the app for what, half a day or whatever it was. Either way, Nova was not happy about it.
Well guys, this is it. If you're an American and seeing this, this may very well be the last TikTok you're seeing from me. If my VPN strategy does not work out, then it's game over for me unless I find a second job. I'm really fucking struggling. Not even McDonald's wants to fucking hire me. Nobody wants to fucking... Don't crash out, Nova. Do not fucking crash out on your last fucking video. Fuck. That's what job withdrawal fucking does to me. I've been going a month and a half without a fucking job, and I'm fucking sick of it! Anyways, if you guys want to still see my content, go to my YouTube, go to my Xiaohongshu. I'm gonna stop this video before I fucking crash out again. Nova Universe, fucking signing off.
Now, as you just saw, this video would also become one of Nova's most notorious crash outs. But as we all know, TikTok was reinstated the very next day, which gave Nova a new hope. Now, after the whole TikTok ban situation, Nova's content would seemingly fall back into place, where he'd find himself making his usual content. But as of recently, Nova would share a TikTok video showing him dancing because he finally got a job, or so he thought. You see, once Nova realized he was yet again trolled with another fake job offer, he'd then ask his followers for a job, as if anyone is gonna hire this guy.
Hey 18 plus fans, I'm looking for a new job. Again. I guess Walmart wasn't the right fit for me. And yeah, here's all my, that's my Walmart vest. But hey, Walmart wasn't the right fit for me. If you guys live in the eastern Washington, northern Idaho area, between Spokane Valley and Coeur d'Alene, hit me up on my email. My email is in my bio. So, guys, I'm desperately looking for a new job. Hit me up if you have an opening. If you're like a boss or a manager who's just looking for new employees, I'm willing to take any job at this point.
Like, when is he gonna learn his lesson? Nova, you can't even put the fries in the bag because no one will even let you, bro. No one will hire you. So as of right now, Nova is currently jobless and is being just as weird as always. One of Nova's most recent controversies only happened just a few days ago, where he was exposed on a Discord call once again. Basically, Nova has a private Discord server that he doesn't advertise in hopes that no one will find it. But as of today, a fellow YouTuber, the Leaping Lemur, made a whole breakdown of a leaked Discord call. So big shout out to the Leaping Lemur for this mythical pull in terms of Nova's lore. Now, basically what happened is Nova recently hosted a Discord event where he would be playing Truth or Dare with his members in the server. Now, in this Discord call and in the server are multiple minors, and Nova was talking pretty reckless, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not really gonna cover too much of this Discord call, but I felt the need to mention it because this was just a few days ago, meaning Nova has been being a weirdo online for this whole entire time. And like I said, the Leaping Lemur did a full breakdown of this recent find, so if you'd like to check out this whole entire video that he made, there you go. But as for me, that's about all I have on Nova Online today. Nova is basically a terminally online Discord mod who loves to not only talk to children but also act like one as well. From wearing diapers to sucking on pacifiers and flirting with minors, I think I've had my fair share of the Discord diddler today. And honestly, my goal with this video was to introduce Nova to you guys and to this channel so that we can cover any of Nova's future antics. So with that all being said, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and a dislike if you didn't. As always, thank you guys so much for making me a part of your day, and God bless.